Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Joey Jerkenbach is back here with another video, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the game that wrapped up several hours ago between the Bills and the Ravens. First off, a big shout out to the Bills fans. I mean, it's a very, very loyal fan base. Saw in the crowd. Plenty of Ravens fans, but also plenty of Bills fans as well. Even in the bad weather, they still toughed it out, and they, came to support their team. So congrats to the Bills fans. You guys are really loyal, and congrats to the Bills team as well, and good luck going forward. I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't know what to say. Have we been influenced by the Falcons or something? I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's also just embarrassing. I mean, oddly enough, our two losses this year have been at home to the AFC East, and they've been after leading by a lot. I don't get it. Why, since when can we not hold leads? That is almost never been an issue for us throughout our really franchise career. We've made comebacks. We've been down a lot and came back and won. It's very rare though. When we have a lead, we don't blow leads much, at least those bigger leads. I mean, yeah, we'll have a 10-point lead and blow it or something, but this game we were up 17. Miami, we were up 21. Both times we sold. I mean, seriously, what is that? So that's the more pathetic thing. But let's get into some more specifics. We gotta play better. We gotta play better. It's right here in front of us. This, seriously, I don't how does this happen? We got off to such a great start too. The first drive, quick. Well, it would have been a 3 and out, but no, we got. I don't think they got a first down the first drive, as far as I know. Allen threw a pick. Humphrey, great work. Got deflected at the line by Campbell, I think. Humphrey got the pick. We scored a touchdown. Forced the Bills to. Actually, no, the Bills got a field goal that next drive, and then we had a nice long drive to get a touchdown. 14-3, everything's going great. Then we forced them to punt again, I think. Actually, no. I think that drive, we forced a fumble defensively. Owe finally did something. Oh my God. More on him in a little bit, though. So then we got a turnover. So then it was 14-3. We got a field goal. 17-3. We forced them to punt. 20-3. And then oh no. After that, we did not score a single point. Zero. I am serious. 0 points in the second half. We did not score a single point in the second half. It's inexcusable, man. And as I said, we gotta play better. We cannot play the way we've been playing. If we really want to be serious and make a deep run and be considered one of the high quality teams, we gotta be better than this. I mean, we are just making stupid mistakes, mental errors, missing opportunities. There's just so much wrong here, and I know it's early. I know, but time is running out, and I know. If you're me, you really pay close attention in the standings, and we are lucky out with the division. The Steelers and Browns both lost today, and it's the best record in the AFC North right now is 2-2. That includes us. Us and the Bengals are 2-2. But still, that's not okay. So I guess it's good that we're not behind in the division, but today this would have been a great opportunity to get the win today and move up to first place in the division. But no, we somehow found a way to lose. All right, so now let's get into even some more specifics. So there's been a lot of talk. Okay, some people want to blame one person, blame one coach. Some people say fire Harbaugh. Some people say fire Roman, because there's never a game where Roman isn't involved. Really, again, guys, I had no issues for myself. I had no issues with Roman's play calling today. I didn't agree with all of the calls, but I don't think that he really took over the game. And I also think he got off to a really good start. And part of the problem was just bad execution. But if you follow my Twitter page, I live tweet during all Ravens games, assuming I can watch them. And the biggest issue with this team, and I guess you could probably find this in pretty much any team, but for us especially, blown opportunities, missed chances, whatever you want to call it, and they add up, man. You don't get away with it. And that is if you ask me, that is the main reason why we can't beat the good teams right now. Blown opportunity. Let's talk about blown opportunities in this game. The biggest one that I can think of, I mean, offensively, we'll talk about the end of the fourth quarter meltdown in a second. But before that, the drop pick by Patrick Queen. I know it's one play, but that was so huge. I think it was right before the end of the half. The Bills ended up getting a field goal that actually, Did they? Or they may have even scored a touchdown. I forget. But regardless, got deflected. Queen hit him right in the hands, and he couldn't pull it in. So instead of us getting the ball back, switching momentum totally in the second half, or snatching it back after the Bills have been driving down the field, instead the Bills get 3 or 7 points. I forget how much they scored on that particular drive. But blown opportunity number 1. A third down. 3rd down and 8. I think it was like late in the third quarter. Slant route to Bateman goes right off his hands. So instead of it being a first down, I would have gotten us into Buffalo territory. Instead of that, we had to punt because it was 4th and long. And the Bills, I think, scored on that drive after that. It's these things, guys. It's these little blown opportunities and missed chances that come back to bite us. And that is exactly why we can't beat the good teams. We can get away with it with the bad teams to some extent, but the good teams are going to make us pay for our mistakes, and that's exactly what happened here. We make stupid, boneheaded decisions, and we pay the price for it. Okay, and then, of course, so a lot of people disputing, why would we go for it when it's a tie game? We could have gotten a field goal. So what I think, and I am a little bit mixed, I am kind of in the middle on this. I'm not like, oh my God, how did we go for it there? How could we go for it? Kick the damn field goal. And then at the same time, part of me also thinks, yeah, we should have kicked it. But you also got to remember, hindsight's 20/20. And if we got the touchdown, would people even be complaining about it? What I think really was the problem late in that drive, and this is like with 4 minutes left, it's a tie game. We are having a long drive. We've gotten several first downs. Lamar Jackson's made plays through the air and on the ground. And we were inside the 5, but here we are with a 4th and goal from like the 2 or 3, and we choose to go for it. I think the ego really got in the way there, at least if you ask me, and that's what made Harbaugh make the decision. It had been such a long drive. We were set to take over the game, and we could not afford to just kick a field goal and have that drive end in a field goal after it was like a several minute drive, like 15 plays or something, super long drive. We couldn't afford to just take a field goal there. We had to go for broke. That's I think the mindset. I think that was the issue, but I still don't agree with it. Again, I know hindsight's 20/20, but because we didn't get that, right? And I know it's like if we get that and we score a touchdown and make it 26, hopefully 27-20, I know we have all the momentum there. But think about it this way. We could have taken a middle ground, gotten the field goal to make it 23-20. Then we still would have had some momentum, right? But as soon as we did not get it, and to make matters worse, Jackson threw a pick, so that's going to screw up the stat sheet. To make matters worse, after we didn't get that, the momentum totally shifted. After the Bills got that interception, they had all the momentum, and it was pretty much over at that point. The Bills got a touchback. It was a tie game. All they had to do was go down and get a field goal, and it was over, and that's exactly what they did. So yes, I think the ego got in the way there, and I would have taken the points because it would have held off the big momentum swing from Buffalo, because again, that totally shifted momentum. I think if we took the points, I'll take my chances, and maybe we can hold the Bills to a field goal when it goes to overtime, and then we'll see what would have happened in overtime. I know the Bills, they got down that after the drive after they got like inside our 5, and they could have scored, but they didn't want to because they wanted to kill the clock, so they just waited until a few seconds left and kicked the field goal. But regardless, I do think the outcome would have been different had we kicked the field goal there. But at the same time, another time where just the execution is awful. It never should have been in that situation. We had a first and goal at like the 5-yard line or something, and we couldn't punch it in. Got stuffed with a run, threw an incomplete pass, I think. Just a bad all around. And actually, excuse me, we did not throw an incomplete pass. I think like Jackson tried to run on 3rd and goal, and they were kind of ready for it. But again, first down in goal, and we can't score it, and we can't punch it in. That's inexcusable. The fact that we could not score inside the 10 there, or even inside the 5, it never should have gotten a 4th and goal. We should have been able to score earlier, and we couldn't do it. Just, again, bad execution. We just couldn't do it. So that's an issue. But now we're talking about more specific players. So defensively, I think the biggest disappointment right now has been the young talent that's just not been playing well at all. Specifically, Patrick Queen and Odafe Owe. two guys, first-round picks, a lot of potential, flash big times as rookies. I know Queen is in his third year, but they're both just not playing well at all right now. Queen is just having issues all over the place. Owe is more of he's just really not getting producing as much as we really would have liked him to. Queen is just there's issues all over the place. He's missing tackles, he's dropping picks, he's a liability in coverage. He's over pursuing. He's just doing pretty much everything wrong. He's got to play better. He has been a huge liability so far this year. And then Owe, not only has he just been too quiet, but he's also been missing plays as well. He missed some tackles on the run today, and of course, I know he got the one sack, but I don't care if he got that one sack. He did make that nice play on Singletary. I think it was Singletary forcing the fumble. I'll give him that. But the sack, it was on a blitz, and Allen ran right into him. Okay, whatever. Besides that, he did not play well today. He missed several tackles. He took bad angles. The two plays that I can really think of. So this was the last drive of the game. The Bills were marching, but they had a second down. Owe, I think he won a 1v1 for a change and was set to get him, but Allen broke away. Another a blown opportunity, but more of just a missed sack. The amount of sacks that we missed just in general, man. We got to get the quarterback on the ground. It's so frustrating when this happens, and that's exactly what happened. Allen dropped back, Owe was there, but Allen spun away, broke contain, and that just totally flipped the field. He ended up finding, I think, a receiver downfield. It can't happen. It cannot happen. Seriously, he had him in his grasp, and he couldn't get him down. And then another example, this was earlier in the game, a 4th and 1. The Bills had a 4th and 1 at maybe our 20-yard line. They chose to go for it. It was a rollout. Allen was set to run. Owe had outside contain. He dove and could not get him. He, fell off of him. Allen got the first down. Another blown opportunity, one-on-one opportunity for Owe. He just can't make the play. So yeah, he's got to be better. He's got to be way better. It's weird because his rookie year, he was making those plays even early in the season. Early season Owe last year was really, really good. He was, again, making plays all over the field. This year, I don't know what's going on, but he has not been himself at all, and we're definitely feeling that, and it's a big time issue. And of course, 3 straight weeks now, our pass rush is freaking awful, dude. We cannot get pressure with a 4-man front. It's the same issue. The only thing is, McDonald actually has a brain, and he doesn't blitz everyone every play, but he's having to blitz, I think, more than he wants to because we can't get there with 4 guys. We just cannot. Now, at the same time, I know Madubuike had a big game today. He didn't have any sacks, but he had a couple hurries, a couple batted balls down the line of scrimmage. He also made some nice plays against the run. So I do think Madubuike is really starting to evolve into a more consistent player. I know against the Dolphins he was quiet, but against the Jets he was very apparent. Last week against the Patriots he was very good, and I thought today he played well too. So I'm really hoping that Madubuike is starting to turn a corner because, again, he had always shown flashes, but his biggest issue was he was not very consistent. He's starting to be more consistent, if you ask me. So that's good, but we still need a lot more production. And it would have been nice to get more sacks from Madubuike, but also Travis Jones. He had a decent workload today, not too much. He didn't do much, but I'm going to give him some time. He's a rookie. He, kind of got put in a tough situation. So, he's still recovering from injury, so we'll see how he does. But our pass rush has got to be better, man. It's a big-time issue, and we're just putting way too much pressure on the secondary when we can't get there. When Allen had time to throw, literally every time. And then if we actually got some pressure, he just ran on us, and we missed tackles. We dove, he juked us, he trucked us, whatever you want to say. We could not get him on the ground. Now, then again, the Bills only scored 23 points, so it's hard to, pin all the blame on the offense, all the blame on the defense. If you ask me, I blame both. I think, again, we didn't click together at the same time. We scored 17 points, right out of the gate, and then a field goal later to make it 20-3. But then our defense led up, I think, 2 straight scoring drives. And then, of course, it's a tie game. The Bills had the ball at, the 25-yard line. Late in the game, it's a tie game, and our defense, they just go right down the field. So our defense deserves some blame, but also our offense. Again, it's inexcusable that we could not score a single point in the second half. After the first quarter and a half maybe, our offense just went silent, man. Absolutely silent. And then late in the game, it was finally starting to wake up again. And then we had a really nice long drive, but it just took a turn for the absolute worst. I guess the absolute worst would have been a repeat of what happened when we played Buffalo in the divisional round where Jackson threw a pick six. But this still hurts so much, man. Had a first and goal inside the 10, and we end up having to go for it on a fourth down and don't get it, and we also throw a pick. Yeah, a lot of issues. And Lamar Jackson, meanwhile, he's been so good the first 3 games. I think he too deserves some blame this one. I don't think he played great today. He was pretty good in the run game, and some of his throws were on point, but he also missed a couple throws. He missed Andrews in the end zone once, and he also missed an open Duvernay. That fourth down play, again, I would have kicked the field goal. I didn't like the decision, as I explained earlier. But Jackson had a couple guys open. He could have gone to Mike Davis. He was open on I think a hitch route, and Duvernay was also open in the back of the end zone. The line did not do a very nice job protecting in that play, but Jackson did not execute well at all. And the first pick, I don't blame him for. That was just incredibly unlucky. It got batted right to Jordan Poyer. But yeah, it just I don't think that Jackson is blameless. I definitely don't think he deserves all the blame by any means. But my point is, this is a group loss. Not one or two people should be the only ones being blamed here. The team collaboratively screwed this up, if you ask me. One last guy to pick on before we get out of here. Rashad Bateman, he too, another guy, young talent, but he's got to play better. He's got to play better. Couple drops today. He's not creating a lot of separation. I know it was in the rain. I know the ball's wet. I understand. But he's got to make some of those catches. Those, a couple third downs. They were catchable balls. I know they weren't the greatest throws, but they were good enough, and they went right off Bateman's hands. Generally, the rule is if the ball goes off a receiver's hands, they got to catch it, and that was the case with Bateman today. Couple throws, catchable balls, he couldn't pull them in. As a wide receiver one, you got to, understand that not every throw is going to be right on the money, and you have to make the tough catches. And some of these catches weren't even really tough. They were easily catchable, and Bateman couldn't do it. He made a couple catches, but not remotely as much as we need, and we just need much more production out of him. So, a lot of issues here, guys. We're sitting here at 2-2. It's not good. We definitely want to be better than that. That's 500, and we have a very tough task next weekend against Cincinnati. We're at home. It's Sunday Night Football, but also the Bengals are going to have 10 days to prepare for us because they play Thursday night, so they have extra time to prepare for this game. So it's going to be a tough task, guys. Again, there were some good things today, especially in the beginning, but it's hard to really be happy about those right now because we found a way to choke. So it's an issue. We gotta get our stuff together, man. We gotta play better, and I just hope that we can turn it around. It is still early, so I do have hope that we can turn things around, and we'll see what happens. So, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I am out. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Go Ravens, and I will see you all next week.